And now we have this. We are just hitting all cylinders on all these maps. And plot. Are we getting close to the ship? We're still pretty far from shore. Guess we're walking. It's gonna be a great adventure. Not every day you get to be a pirate. Yarr! We're not gonna be pirates. I'm sorry for rushing you out so quickly this morning. Yeah, it's fine. Strike while the iron's hot, they say. I also agree it was a better idea to move quickly. Do you already have a specific destination in mind? The destination has been decided. A deserted island. You gonna prepare to jump to the pass right after we get there? That's my intention. I hope it is successful. May luck be on our side. I'm gonna do my best. Everything is gonna go great. Warning, mech soldiers detected. Already? Multiple approaching. Their numbers, approximately 200. 200? But we're so close to the sea. An extremely powerful energy source is also approaching with the mech soldiers. Uh-oh, could it be? We've come this far. Is to take the children and run. We'll distract R4 and the mech soldiers to buy you enough time to get away. We'll split up in 2 teams to separate the group. Gearsing, I'll do my best to reduce the load on you two. Yeah, Nepgear's already level 70. Can't take you out as quick. We just came up with this plan. We already got pushed. Damn it. Now if they get close, I can't. Wait, L2, R2. Sometimes that doesn't come out the first time I do it. Kablams! Oh, it didn't take the big one down. That's okay. Got rid of our friend. 40k? Oh, Nep 60. She's closing in on on us. She's still probably gonna be like way behind. She's probably gonna be the last one to reach level 99 and get me that damn trophy. That treasure over here? Oh, that floaty shit looks like it. Could be a new enemy. Let's not overlook them. I don't know if that counts for like 100% or not. No, they're dark rabbits too. There still could be some enemies. Leave no stone unturned, as they say. It's still like Valentine's Day out here and shit. Guess that means I can skip them.
I'm getting even stronger.
Smash. Smash! Angel's Halo yellow.
Our destination is still up ahead.
Will that interfere with your hat? Yeah, it's not even showing because of her hat. Oh well. Again, I wish they could let me take that off so I could change proper. Oops, I forgot this has the drop and there's enemies all over the place, but there's his treasure here too. I want to fight you, but I gotta move on. Again, I hope I can revisit these places again, just in case they might be quests later. It's kind of how most of these go. It's like, oh, kill this enemy in this previous area you just fought in. Sometimes the one you're about to go, sometimes. I've had that happen like once or twice. I was like, no, I'm not ready yet. Side quest eye off screen. The main shit you get here. Day-old bento? I thought that said day-old dentures. I'm like, huh? Why would they be day-old dentures? Got a backpack, fairy wings, more plot. Which means I'm probably gonna fight more, robots. No time to rest, they're coming back. Yep. Time to whoop some ass. Oh. Another one of these. Think R4's done anything yet? Oh, just as easily taken out. Sorry to interrupt your conversation. Again, another 120. Woo! More plot you give me, the more things I get to kill and make, like... A good experience. Well, here's a Greg's staff. That's a... Is that for Rom or Ram? Well, we keep getting whatchamacallits out of treasures, but we already bought the stuff I went back to and bought already. Got even higher. Expensive, but worth it. Before we climb that ladder over... Yeah. Seems like continuation. Let's go see what this is about. Or was this way continuation? That's the switch. Yeah, just as important we find that. Means up was his continuation. Oh no, it's already opened? Well, mapped it out all the same. Take that ladder. To a save point. Yep, door's already open. Okay. I'll take the save point then for now. Through the door. Another one of you for a lot of experience. Yeah, just keep running the same old now. Up ahead. Anything behind these boxes? Nope. Then it is to the left. Winding around with our wingling crew. Treasure over here. Basic hammer. I might not even be equipped. It went by too fast. I couldn't tell. You want some? Come get some. Getting cross armlets on the reg. Change everybody's whatchamacallits around. Cause candidates get all the good shit.
Please don't stare. It's impolite.
You got us since left the party, so I didn't buy new stuff for you guys. I probably should have. There's a trophy to buy, like, a bunch of items. But there's also a thing where I need to get, like, a shit ton of credits, too. Have to hold on at, like, 10 million. Right now, I'm, like... Last I checked, it was, like, half, but... A lot of these fights I could climb up easy, but it's probably gonna go down to me, like, selling a bunch of, like, really expensive shit. Maybe a New Game Plus thing. It'll have to happen that way. Who knows? Oh, treasure over there. Before I head back up. Silver one and Dreadnought. That's 2 weapons. Oh, cool. We're finally getting weapons that are actually strong. And that basic hammer was actually a weapon for a blonde to put on. Some of our attacks are in like the 200s. The mech soldiers are gone. All that's left is... R4. R4. Ba-ba. Is this gonna be one of those?
Don't know when to give up.
We can't win RPG tropes? It looks dangerous. Yeah, we can hurt her. Oh, no, I was right the first time.
Taste my power. You'll be sorry in the next life.
Oh, Jesus.
Nice timing. I'll do my best.
I will send you to your grave.
Oh, God.
This is gonna pack a punch. You're finished.
Oh, that hit him. Oh, God, it did nothing.
Didn't see this coming, did you? Didn't see this coming, did you? No! You reap what you sow.
Even at this level, yeah.
I've got this.
Well, we can still break her.
Dare to resist. Perish.
Whenever there's like a... Oh, no, they won't let you run. That's what I was gonna do. Yeah, I have not gotten past that pit with all that damage. Yeah, no.
I'll do my best.
If I switch to you, you won't heal anybody else, I think. Come on. You can do it.
Your strength.
Except they are healing me.
I
What do I
will
do?
send you to your grave.
I've got this.
Well, in this fight, but I might be too strong to do it. She's too strong. Or we just hold out. I don't know. That's all I can do.
Dare to resist.
Ow. Yeah, okay. I'm like, it's gonna end somehow.
Kiersey, you're hurt.
Because we were too strong to let it do us, and then other characters were like healing us. I'm like, oh, right.
I'm fine.
Nepgear heals too.
You're not fine. Is R4 unbeatable?
This deity of sin form certainly is.
Why won't she finish us off? What is she doing? She's not aiming at us? What is she aiming at? What's over there? Oh no! That's where everyone is! No!
Uh-oh. We gotta sacrifice ourselves and take the hit.
Oh no! The ship! Everyone!
We couldn't reach them. No.
What was this all for? Endgear version 16! Final protocol!
Activate my shit now.
Understood. Activating final protocol. Master, Maho. Excuse me.
Endgear version 16. Maho and I are priority. Get us as far away from R4 as possible.
Understood. Traveling at maximum speed.
Wait, let me go! But everyone is... Okay. We'll be safe here for a little while. Endgear version 16. Remain on alert.
Understood.
Kiersey, why did we run away? R4 killed everyone and we just watched! That's exactly why we ran. We wouldn't have been able to do anything to stop her. Going back there wasn't gonna help anyone. But... Kiersey! That wound... One of the mech soldiers hit me as we fled.
Wounds critical. Sutures and a transfusion will be necessary for survival.
We have to get you treated! It's fine. We don't have the equipment. I'm not gonna make it in time. No, don't say that, Kiersey. You can't leave me all alone out here. The bleeding won't stop. What am I supposed to do? I know. We can time travel now and...
We cannot.
Why?
Insufficient energy to time travel.
What do you mean? I'm sorry. Maho. Kiersey? I've been keeping a secret from you. The amount of energy necessary for time travel is gigantic. That's why we can't go to the past as things are. No matter what. Then how? Kiersey, what are you trying to do? Well...
Master's vital signs declining. Activating final protocol. Transferring rights to new master. Maho. Are you my master?
What do you mean? Yes. Maho will be your next master. You need to take her to the past.
Understood. Initiating energy transfer.
What? Kiersey, what are you doing? I'm using my share energy to start up the time machine. This should be enough. Hold on, Kiersey. If you do that, you'll...
That's why she hesitated. She's gonna use it all up.
This was always my plan. What do you mean? You can't exchange your life for this. I knew you'd say that, Maho. That's why I never told you. This isn't right. I'm trusting you to do this. Save them, please. You have to make this worth it. Kiersey!
Calculations complete. Time transfer ready. Auto-executing via final protocol. Countdown initiated. 3, 2, 1.
Maho, I thought of a name for her. What do you think of Ziri? Kiersey!
Time transfer complete. Confirming time coordinates. Confirmation complete. Time coordinates at -102,741 hours.
I'm in the past?
Correct.
Okay, let's go outside. It's not in ruins. The threat of R4 has not arrived in this time period. The world was such a beautiful place. This is not the time!
I have to grow stronger. Girsi will not have died in vain. I am Gray's sister. I'm going to save the world. That was how I managed to come here. To this timeline where I made my mistake.
Oh, chapter 9.
What mistake?
To explain that, I'll have to talk about the dire situation that PC Continent is in.
The PC continent had been ruled by goddesses much longer than this continent. They must have utilized the share energy first. What dire situation would have required the use of the share crystal?
It was because of the share crystal itself. The PC Continent had developed with the power of share energy. But behind the scenes, one might say they were too reliant on it. As times changed, Planetoon and the other nations caused the gradual loss of shares from the PC Continent. I created the IS crystal to resolve that. I didn't realize the grave mistake I'd made.
Gray sister! Take it easy. You should take a break if you need to.
No, I'm okay. I need all of you to know what happened.
The nations that are too reliant on share energy will stop functioning when they begin having a shortage of shares. When that infrastructure crumbles, it puts the lives of their citizens in grave danger. My sister, the goddess of the PC Continent, gave away her own share energy as a way to mitigate this. Didn't you do the same thing, sis? Yes. In order to give away her shares, my sister minimized her own life functions. By doing so, the goddess of the PC Continent remained asleep and became a power source, basically keeping her nation on life support. She did it knowing it would slowly take away her life. My sister did it willingly, but she had to do it to protect her people. She didn't think about any other solutions? Of course she did. We tried everything. In the middle of us searching for ways to replenish our shares, there was someone who approached us. Looking back, it must have been someone from ISIC. We were offered to take part in the development of something new. They proposed a share crystal that could continuously absorb share energy and grow. The Infinite Share Crystal. Oh, that's what IS stands for. We were given the technology and ample funding. We managed to create it. ASIC provided us with the method to refine share crystals and even shared past data from failed crystals with us. So it really was ASIC that asked for the technology from Louis. It's a bit late to say this, but we're working with some very dangerous people. It would absorb share energy continuously from the people, providing the owner with infinite energy. That power would be used to revive the deity of sin, R4, leading to the erasure of the PC Continent from this world. And now the R4 of here has the crystal. I was talking about energy or something back in that footage. That means the IS crystal was used to revive R4 and serves as our energy source. That makes this simple then. We find Arbor, beat her up, and take back the crystal. I was gonna say that. R4 cannot be defeated. We shouldn't defeat her. Eh? Must be something else at play. Can you tell us what that is? To be completely honest, this isn't the first time I've traveled back in time. I've conducted time travel numerous times over these past 2 years. I failed every single time. R4 has managed to become a force that far exceeds your expectations. Why do you two like games that are so out of style? The maids again? What's it gonna be this time? Holiday frenzy years, Neptunia? Something like that. Times are tough for the arcades. I gotta prioritize the cabinets that are guaranteed to make money. More NBC2! Make it sound like the games like I like aren't popular at all. That's not true. Nice to see you again. What's the trouble today? Your timing, as usual, is positively divine. I can't believe Lady Neptune's with you today. Nice to meet you. Oh, you don't have to say all that. You're making me blush. Like how expressive she is. I'm surprised they don't VTuber her like they do Sonic. Or unless that's the whole Sega mascot thing. Straight to business. We're about to go to an arcade run on Planet Neptune and request a new arcade cabinet, but it's a huge fighting game. I don't want to request the title like Immortal Battle. Mortal Kombat or Road Fighter the movie? It's a fan of shoot 'em ups, so I want to request Ambitions of Soon Soon? Ambitions of Mochi Mochi Park? Skier titles that nobody else will be interested in. I'm not shooters, so I don't know if I quite... Ambitions of Soon Soon. Now, late, something? That's what the fuss is about. I only just now figured Grand Blue is, like they said Grand Brew, it's Grand Blue, because I forgot they even did the gacha thing first and then became the fighting game, and now it's the fighting game again at a full-fledged RPG. Probably both are out by now, by the time of this recording. Taiko Dun Dun! Even casuals like musical games, yeah. A fighting game would be better pick, and I want to see if anyone out there stronger than me. Dodging barrages of bullets, pixel by pixel, shooting down the enemy in justice. Oh, they're like shmups. Okay. Arcades run by Planet Neptune. They'll agree to request if you come with us. You're all really passionate about this, huh? Getting us involved with a submitting request, I think that might be a little Nepgear a word. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but after discussing the matter with Easty, we've made the difficult decision to pull out of all arcade operations. Ooh. It's not like the arcades are closing, it's just that we won't be involved with them anymore. But now this has happened, I'm afraid we don't have any say in how they run anymore. All of this to say you have to contact the arcade yourselves. Don't worry, keep our eyes on the prize. I know we can do anything. Sorry we can't help? Well, okay. We got some super duper important business to do. See ya. Ooh, we're so dejected now. Is it true? When did it happen? Well, we were sleeping. A lot has been going on around here, and we can't afford to run the arcades anymore. You know how those girls feel. I wish it didn't have to be this way. I was reluctant to do it too. I cried and begged Easty to find a way to make it work, but in the end, I guess how tough things are in Planet Neptune. Once we rebuild Planet Neptune, maybe we can run the arcades again, right? Gonna work hard to make it happen, and I hope you'll help me do it, Nepgear. Ooh, end of an area. Another side event there. Return to the plot. I worked with the 4 goddesses and defeated R4, who had just been revived. So you work with us, huh? I will deal despair to all living things and bring forth the end. How are you so powerful already? You just woke up. Neptune, hold on. Why are you stopping me? I don't know if it's because of R4's revival, but the dimensional space is unstable, causing that time-space rift. At this rate, we'll be swallowed into the continent. You have to evacuate the citizens before that happens. Yes, flashback from early on. Something could have happened to the PC goddess. Considering how much influence R4 has gained, we can't expect much. For better or worse, R4 still hasn't attacked. We should focus on evacuating the citizens. No need. I've ordered all citizens to evacuate. Who are you? Are you from the PC continent? I am its goddess candidate. My sister, the goddess, is currently unavailable, so I'm acting in her stead. But never mind that. R4 must be defeated at once. If not, the PC continent and the entire world will be destroyed. That's huge. What's happening? No time to explain, but if you destroy her dark share crystal, we'll have a chance. But I cannot fight her alone. I need your help, goddesses, please. Don't look at us like that. You're a goddess. Keep it together. Neppy, Purple Heart, thank you. You plead to us like that, and we'll have no choice but to help. It would make some pretty terrible goddesses if we denied you. Let's bring it on! time to boot up Arbor, or whatever she wants to call herself these days. And so we teamed up and managed to defeat Arfor. Booted. What about the awesome stuff I did to save the day? Isn't there more flashback? The big finale got cut short, like some show that got canceled too soon. This is gonna take forever, she included that too, so be quiet. Grey sister, please continue. We managed to defeat R4, but that turned out to be a mistake. We didn't know, not until 2 years later. We didn't realize it for 2 years. By the time we did, it was too late. Everything was all over then.
Grey sister, what's the matter?
Is someone there?
Yes, I can sense something. Come out! We know you're there!
Is this flashback or is this happening now?
Hi, everyone. It's been a while. Henri.
You're surrounded, Henri. You're the terrorist who stirred up the refugees from the PC continent. On top of that, we have proof that you're affiliated with the remnants of ASIC. I'm sorry, but you are not getting away. You're going down.
Wait, sis. Please let me talk to her.
Nepgear.
Henri, why did you do that? Did you do this for the PC continent? I'm sure it's been a tough transition, but violence is not the answer here.
Oh, please. Do you still think I'm Henri?
Arbor again?
Huh? Who are you? Oh, yes, that's the face. That's what I wanted. Nepgear, how does it feel to have a former friend become your enemy? Does it hurt you? Does it bring you great pain? And how does it feel to watch your nation become ravaged by acts of terrorism?
I'm feeling kinda icky.
Is that you, R4?
That's right. I am R4. I will bring destruction to the world.
I was right about R4, but didn't know it was the actual dude. Henri's being possessed.
Oh no. You've been masquerading as Henri this whole time?
That's impossible. R4 had already been defeated.
That's right. We subdued R4 with our own hand.
We'll think about it later. This world has no future as long as R4 is still in it. How dare you! We'll avenge Henri and everyone else! Yeah! We're mad now!
Do as you wish. I will neither run nor hide.
R4, you will meet your end! It's finally over.
Well done, Nepgear. But this is not the end. Yes. Be wary of betrayal.
She's so icky till the end.
It's done now. It's finally over. The world is now saved. I did it, everyone.
But something's strange. Something just isn't right.
What's the matter, Nepgear? R4 was defeated.
You're overthinking it, Nepgear.
Eh?
Rom, I told you that this is not the end.
Oh shit, she's mind-jacking everybody.
Huh? The way she's talking...
It's a bit young, but this body is nice. It's surging with power. Although she's only a candidate, she is still a goddess. Rom?
The way you're talking... Oh no.
You're... R4?
She took the strongest party member. R4 revived? What did R4 do? The resurrected R4 had somehow gained new powers. To control someone's body. Do you understand how formidable an opponent with this ability is? She can revive herself infinitely. Correct. We don't know who R4 will control or when, which is incredibly dangerous. So that's why R4 inhabited Rom's body and stirred up tremendous chaos in Louis. Blonde, you were unable to stop it. That other timeline is pathetic. I'm not sure she had much of a choice, especially when it comes to a problem involving Rom or Ram. The fall of Louis was felt around the world, faith in the goddesses lost, and the continent was thrust into an endless war. No matter how many times she's defeated, she just takes over another person's body. She's essentially immortal. R4 originally was a sort of soul that needed some kind of vessel. Oh, Blonde said that. Now you're saying she's developed the ability to take over whichever one she pleases? There's a chance everything you experience can happen again here. That's why I traveled to the past again, to try and redo this. You mentioned before that time travel needs a great amount of energy equal to the life force of a goddess. Where did that come from? I didn't murder any goddesses. I gathered the share crystals left behind by the goddesses of each nation. By then the goddesses were already... Oh, I'm sorry. I reaped what I sowed. I managed to gather enough energy to time travel and jump to the past once more. I jumped back to the very day that R4 was revived once again. And now what happened? Neptune, again? It's not me. It's me. Okay, wait. If you can jump to the past, why don't you stop the IS crystal from being developed in the first place? Impossible. The time machine can return to the past, but it does have a limitation. It can't go past the day of the PC continent vanishing. Why? The most difficult thing about time travel is arriving the exact time, dimension, and location you want. Time is a concept which exists on a much higher plane than this world itself. Tremendous computational power is required just to navigate it. Originally, Ziri was an AI created to perform such calculations. She was not made to fight. So she is the time machine? Can I touch her? Stop interrupting! Normally, even with Ziri, calculating time travel would take 12,000 years. So to travel to 12,000 years in the future, you'll have to calculate for 12,000 years. So that'll be 12,000 years later? That's not usable at all. How are you able to time travel to the time and place you aim for then? Strategically placed markers. The revival of R4 created a space-time rift above the PC continent. We used the rift created at the time as a sort of landmark for our jumps. But even relying on those, calculations for that take years to complete. Traversing dimensions via coordinates is tricky, but if you calculate backwards from the rift, it becomes possible. You understood immediately. Well, I think the one who cracked the formula for calculating the coordinates is even more amazing. I'm not sure I follow all this theory, chat, but at the very least I get you can't simply jump through time all willy-nilly. I've returned to the past time and time again to try and redo things. One time I was at war with you. Even if R4 was defeated, I had no idea whose body she'd take over, so I was forced to protect R4. One time I abandoned everyone and tried to develop a way to seal R4. I stole the devices Isaac made to seal the goddesses and modified them. One time I was completely helpless and spent all my days in vain. As I continued to repeat these cycles, there were so many times I just wanted to give up. I repeated it over and over, so many methods, but no matter what, I couldn't stop the destruction of the world. After visiting numerous pasts, I was in opposition to you all, while also trying to develop a device to seal R4. I felt like a clown at some point, jumping back just to see the same things happen over and over, but then it happened.
I'm counting on you, Nepgear. I'm sorry.
Nepgear, what happened here?
You are the Ashen Goddess.
Noir, Vert, Blonde, why is everyone on the ground? Nepgear, your sword.
Oh my god, they are doing that!
My sword? Oh, you mean this?
That's no ordinary weapon. I sense an ominous aura within.
The MK2 shares ending.
This sword is called the Gehaburn.
Yup.
It's the only weapon that can defeat the immortal R4.
Nepgear.
Don't you dare say my name! I know who you are! It's because of your meddling with the PC continent that Sis was...
That's because...
Give her back to me! And not just her! Give me back everyone else too!
Did all of the goddesses...
Yes! It's all your fault! Give them back to me! If you can't... I'll erase you right now.
Oh shit. Man, everybody out here pulling heel turns. We found this out later, but R4 took the lives of Uni, Ram, and Ram right in front of Nepgear. The Nepgear of that timeline experienced much despair because of this. Noir and Blonde were also devastated at the loss of their sisters. In their rage, they swore revenge on R4. They offered their lives to the Gehaburn. Did you say Gehaburn? How could that have been brought out? What's the Gehaburn? Oh shit, it's canon. Or we're gonna make it canon. A blood-stained weapon that absorbs the lives of goddesses. I didn't know something like that was present on this continent. Are you saying the sword would have been able to defeat R4, even with her immortal ability? This may be possible with the Gehaburn. However, I don't know what the full extent of the power is either. But in that timeline, Nepgear took her own life after defeating R4. It shook me to my core. Nepgear's despair drove her to that, and I couldn't face the fact that my actions led to that. I left that timeline right away. I destroyed the Gehaburn and used the remaining energy to jump to the past. Tried to correct these misfortunes by going to the past, but tragedy would just strike somewhere else. It was like the world was rejecting what I was trying to do. But I didn't give up. I returned to the past again, and I'm here now to tell you this. This is my sin, and my path to atonement. Maho, the other me. Don't end up like me. Take care of Nepgear and Henri. Yeah. What Grey's sister told us was shocking. However, this is also a chance for us to avoid the tragedy that is to come. We know about it now. We just have to think about the best way to deal with the threat of R4. Well, what about what you said? The device that seals R4. The sealing device was lost. Really? Do you remember the capsule that trapped Neptune during the battle with R4 Planet Tower? That was rough. That was the sealing device. Uh-huh. Noir, you really were wailing on that. I didn't know about it, and Nepgear, you were smacking it too. It's not all my fault. But why was it there? During the battle with R4, Neptune had fallen into the dimensional rift above the PC continent and vanished into the world. Or at least that's how it occurred in the timeline I observed. Then Nepgear was burdened by the responsibility that fell on her. R4 took advantage. I wanted to avoid this, so I retrieved Neptune before she would be defeated by R4. I couldn't heal her wounds from the battle, so I had her enter the sealing device, which stops time while you're inside. However, after she healed, she went into the capsule again while half asleep, banging it around and then she fell asleep again. R4 found her, she was drifting by, and you know the rest. You're worse than I am. What? I don't remember that. If you didn't run off and get captured, I wouldn't have felt responsible or done all those stupid things. At the time, you did mention you wanted to avenge Neptune in that battle. Give me back my determination and regret. What's that stuff got to do with me? Setting aside the cringy stuff Noir does, since that happens all the time. What do you mean all the time, Babaka? The sealing device was swallowed by the dimensional rift at Planet Tower. That's why you're saying it's... Oh, well, did it again. It was cutting her and then someone else says something. It's throwing me off. Paradox triggered by the interaction of Maho and me, since we're the same being. And then the IS crystal interfered. I wouldn't have been surprised if one or both of us vanished. Isn't this pretty bad? The same being in the same room. Danger zone! We'll be fine as long as we don't make physical contact, and even if we do touch, I have a way around that. Eh? I'll have to create a new sealing device and then take the IS crystal back from... Ugh. Someone get Compa! Sleeping well, what a relief. Nepgear, what's wrong? Grey's sister gave us a lot of information. I'm having trouble processing it. I'm sure everyone's the same, even I'm still confused a bit. I'm going outside for some air. You can leave this place in my care. Thank you. I just learned too many things at once and it's all swirling around my head. So many people have fallen victim, a countless amount. Grey Sister's seen it happen. Nepgear. They let you out? I gave them my equipment and everything I knew about R4 in exchange. But it's obvious they just don't have the time to deal with me right now. Well, that's not all of it. Isti said that because of your past history, she deemed you were okay. I hope that's what she really thinks. Grey Sister, IF told me. Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything to Grey Sister or Maho anymore. I thought avenging my mother and father would change things, but I don't know about that anymore. After being told Maho's Grey Sister and she came from the future, everything just seems so bigger than me. That said, I still want to know why she did what she did. Henri, do you want to set up a meeting with Grey Sister? Am I allowed to do that? As long as you have no intention of harming her, that should be okay. You surrendered your weapons. I think they might request security detail, but you should be able to get permission. I still haven't wrapped my head around it. Just let me know when you want to see her. Thank you, Nepgear. Maho. Gears. About Grey Sister? She's also Maho. You can just call me Maho. It'll get too confusing otherwise. So what's on your mind? It's more like it all feels so big and out of my control. I still don't know what to do about how R4 will destroy the world. Do you think I end up doing that to Noir and Blonde, too? Gears, you'd never do that. I don't want to either, but no one knows what'll happen in the future. Maybe there's a chance I could turn into something like Grey Sister? What's this feeling? Like I felt it before, but it still feels kind of deja vu? Yeah, that. Thanks, Gears. I found the answer right away. Glad you're back to normal, Maho. Of course. I'll get back to Planet Tower. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna chill here. See you later, then. Can't let her see me like this. If I need to know, just let me remember. Maho, you okay? My head was hurting. I think it's because I was trying to remember something. Seem to be in a lot of pain. Don't force yourself to remember. Now's not the time for all that. Maybe if I go to the lab again. You want me to look for it for you? Papa Iffy to the rescue. Grey Sister said something odd. Can't explain why it sounded strange, though. I noticed something, too. Do you remember when we first fought the Transfluencer back before we took back Planeptune? That was our first Transfluencer fight. Ram and I found a fragment of the Trendy Disc. Oh, that's the first time you told me! Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Then we gave it to Maho. But when everyone was overjoyed Nepgear could make the suppression device, Maho didn't say a word. It was like the first time she had ever seen the fragment of the Trendy Disc. There's a tiny chance it wasn't her first time seeing it, but then that would mean... Oh! Now I'm getting a better idea why this all feels so odd to me now. What do you think's going on? They're different people. Gotta research things first, We won't be able to talk to Grey Sister about it for a little while. Her injuries and exhaustion are too serious right now. We can discuss our next steps without her for the time being. So how do we defeat an immortal R4? The trump card. The sealing device is somewhere in dimensional no man's land. It would be impossible to locate. If we had enough energy, the act of time traveling seems possible. The trick would be bringing it through the rift. In a location with no concept of space. Virtually impossible to know where you are or where you're going. It'd be like looking for a very specific grain of sand on the ocean floor blindfolded. The future Henri found a way to calculate for that, though. Incredible. But the time it takes to calculate 12,000 years, she said? Zeri's futuristic tech and processing capabilities make it possible. It would be impossible otherwise. Aren't we getting off topic? How do we beat Arbor? Neptune's begun serious? Sis is right. This very moment, R4's gathering sheer energy using the crystal. We gotta hurry. We don't have a sealing device. All comes back to that, doesn't it? Grey Sister said she could make it again. Well, I wish she can, but we don't really have time to wait around for that. If only we could find one lying around. Oh! That one thing looked identical, remember in the lab? Yo, this one looks like your fridge back home. The capsule you were trapped in. Ah. They just abandoned it there. Could it truly be the same sealing device? Gray's sister said she took something that Isaac made and modified it as a prototype before making the sealing device. Either way, it's better than nothing. Might as well look. Let's go, or whatever people are saying these days. Aren't people saying that now? Where's Maho? Wasn't feeling well, so she's sleeping. Everything Gray's sister has to do with her, more or less, must be a lot for her to process. She just needs time. And right into the monitor room of this dungeon again. Doesn't look like anyone's been in here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's just Iffy. What are you doing here? I was looking for clues to terminate R4. Did you find anything? Why are you all here? Searching for ways to help defeat R4? So the Ashen Goddess told you. What else did she say? Anything about the crystal? Sis, get back! Eh? Uh-oh. Impastore. Aha. IF wouldn't call her Ashen Goddess now. She knows her name's Gray's sister. Also highly suspicious she would ask us anything regarding the crystal. Suppose I got a little careless. I took the form of IF just in case, but I didn't expect to find you here. Just what brings you to this lab, I wonder?
Can I really meet someone with such huge muscles?
I have no more time for games.
You just keep coming back for more. Anyway, this party here, even with little Neptune over here, was able to take down all of the ranks of the arena. Neptune's got or Nepgear's got a more powerful sword as a result. Oh, she's got summon swords too.
Fine.
How about this?
Chance won't slip by me.
Oh, jeez. Problem is, I gotta get close with her.
Die.
1, 2,
Where are you going? She's making bullet hell.
1, 2.
Got her.
Is this the end? Not bad, goddesses.
This is where you'll be defeated. Yeah, you're going down, clown. No, stop. Huh? Why, sis? Why are you stopping us? R4 can't be defeated now. We shouldn't do this.
Oh, you know about that. The Ashen Goddess must have told you.
R4 is right in front of us, but we can't do a thing about it.
This is mortifying.
But it was all for nothing. There isn't anything I want here. You goddesses are a disappointment. There is no way you will defeat me. However, I must take care of any loose ends.
What are you trying to do?
You came looking for this capsule, yes?
Oh no, the capsule!
That's the face I wanted to see. Yes, twisting and writhing in despair. Farewell. I do hope you manage to entertain me a little bit more the next time we meet.
That was our last hope.
In the end, R4 destroyed the capsule.
It also brought an end to Chapter 10. Wow, that was quick.
Why was R4 there in the first place? Wasn't it just to destroy the capsule?
But she sounded like she didn't know that we were after it.
We just did this.
But it was all for nothing. You goddesses. However,
You're right.
What was R4 looking for then?
I might have an idea about that.
Gray sister, is it okay for you to be up?
Yes. I rested and I'm feeling much better. How is Maho?
Oh, Maho is...
I'm right here.
Is it okay if we join you?
Maho, Henri.
Maho, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I ran into Henri, so I thought that we should go together. I see.
Thank goodness. I do think it's better that Maho hears about this too. R4 is looking for a way to disable the limiter on the IS crystal.
The limiter?
Yes. The IS crystal continues to absorb share energy from people, but the limiter restricts how much absorption is possible. The IS crystal was originally developed to solve the serious lack of share energy on the PC continent. Share energy is derived from the faith of the people, and it has historically flowed one way, from the citizens to the goddesses. The R-phone allowed it to become bi-directional in order to increase efficiency. Does that make sense?
Kind of. I think I get the idea.
I don't understand how it could go both ways between the goddesses and citizens. I think I get it. Instead of waiting around, goddesses can try to appeal to their people. Is that what you mean? Like, hi, I'm the goddess. I did this today. Isn't that great? Now give me some pudding. You know, something like that.
Now give me some figgy pudding. I'm Neptune. I don't know.
Yes, something like that.
How did Neptune beat me to it? So the reason R4 started to give away our phones was to gather more shares.
They give up their time and power to the R phones and just sucks up all their time and energy.
Yes. And she tried to increase the rate at which she was accruing share energy with sheer volume. The R-phones.
But it didn't work?
Correct. The R-phones had limiters placed on them for the citizens' safety. Her efforts were futile because the phones were capped. The share energy gathered by the IS crystal is sent to a tower on the PC continent, and is supplied to wherever it is needed. However, if the link to the tower were to be severed, it would create a risk of the energy flowing back. In this scenario, the limiter would activate, restricting the amount of share energy being absorbed.
In other words, because the IS crystal has a limiter, it can't hold that many shares?
Correct. And R4 herself is unable to remove the limiter. In my original timeline, this limiter failed, and R4 obtained unimaginable power. That's why I came to the past. I'm here to activate the limiter. It's desperate, but it had to be done.
So, how does one sever the link to the tower?
Well, for example, if the tower intended to receive share energy from the IS crystal is destroyed...
The tower... destroyed?
Yeah. I had to destroy the tower to activate the limiter, at the expense of those inside. Your parents. I had no choice.
Oh, no.
I'm not here seeking forgiveness. The blood on my hands is the burden I have to carry for creating the IS crystal.
Henri!
Perhaps you should rest a bit. You don't want to worsen your wounds.
Thank you.
Henri, I'm sorry, I'm just having trouble processing it all. I know this is really important to you. If what she says is true, then R4 would have become an even bigger matter if she didn't destroy the tower. Even if it was in exchange for the whole world. My parents were taken from me. I can't help but feel the loss. The world might have been saved, but I lost mine in the process. But seeing Maho wrestle with depression, seeing her injured like that, she tried to save the world all alone and carried such a heavy burden I can't really speak to that. I'm sorry if I sound weird. Not at all. Honestly, I'm here for you. I'll hang here a little longer. I need time to myself, I think. See you later, then. Got a good haul of parts in town. We can continue with repairs. I was gonna repair it in my free time, and I think I can finally do it. Starting to understand how this works. We're gonna get Ziri back online finally. This takes me back. Am I intruding? No, it's okay. It's a good idea for you to be up and about, though. I'm feeling much better. I heard you were going to try and repair her, Nepgear, so I requested to come and watch you work. Oh. Should I have asked for permission before attempting repairs? It's nothing like that. You made Ziri in the first place. It just feels familiar. I remember when we built Ziri together. Do you mind if I hang and observe? No problem. Grace sister didn't say anything in watching me work. Would it be rude for me to talk to her? I do have things I want to ask. Great sister, you're really Maho, aren't you? Why do you stay in your transformed state? It's okay if you don't want to say. This form is my default. I've decided when I time traveled for the first time I would remain in this form until R4 is defeated. It's my own way of taking responsibility. You talk a little differently too, because your transformation? I'm just trying to be like you. Eh? You risked your life for the world. I tried to do the things you did, hoping to have the same strength you had. But I'm not strong at all. All I know how to do is rely on people. Being able to admit that so easily is part of your strength. No person's an island, Nepgear. Maho's always so stubborn, yet never confident in herself. She tries to hide it by acting how she does. The way she talks is an act. She thinks it gives her personality. Don't tell her I told you it's Maho's biggest secret. I understand. Thank you for repairing Ziri and staying friends with me and Maho. That's all I wanted to say. I'm gonna leave you to it now. See you later. I'll let you know as soon as Ziri's repairs are complete. Nepgear. What's up? Do you have a minute? Oh, is everybody?